So, here we are. There is still there's still adventures to be had, but this is the culmination of your story. You began in your village in the middle of nowhere, and somehow the fates aligned in insanity to appoint you to bring low a Chaos Champion. But the story is that there were two Chaos Champions, and you took to the stars. You had all these adventures, and now you've come back home to face the final Chaos Lord and find the arcane wheel, the Lusal wheel to your ship that'll allow you to rise and take back to the stars. And that's where we are. You've made it to the Lusal wheel. Let's see here.
Like the fetch quest that turned into a fetch quest just so our ship can just be repaired.
Just part of being a hero.
As you make it out here, a black gash is torn from across reality, and luminescent magical flame comes from the lower planes, 20 feet away from the Will's obelisk, but then swirling around through magical thunder and lightning and energy that is encompassing the area. And you see coming through this tear, this wound in reality, first of all, an obese man, disgusting, covered in wounds and bandages, and holding strange fetishes and stuff like that. And there's also, let me see if this actually works. Yes. There's also 4 huge, rotting, man-sized hyenas with gore-streaked butterfly wings that their mandibles and jaws snap like a hungry insect, and their blood-spattered wings flutter eagerly. And lastly, there is a man that steps out of this. By all appearances, simply a man, covered in some kind of strange ceramic-looking plates that cover parts of his body. He points to you all, and he, as we said last time, accuses you simply of saying that you're like insects, that in the grand scheme of things, this is futile. But you have with you a coffin, and the coffin speaks, and he says, finally, justice is due. And then the chains that encircle the coffin shatter, and the casket bursts open, and there's this old ghostly form, and he says, "Justicia, aid me now." And let's see. And as I said last time, this is all happening in just a few seconds. And the human figure rushes toward the obelisk as these hyena-type creatures they rush toward you with that obese, wound-covered, scarred, sickly man behind them. And everybody can roll for initiative. And this time I'm actually going to roll the monsters individually, because it matters.
So we got bug hyena and a man, or what appears to be Amon.
Let's see.
Oh, not bad, not bad.
Very bad.
Say that. You need it to be very good.
I'm sorry, but if the dice say no, the dice say no.
As I've said in the past, I love you all. And I want you to win, but right now I'm going to do everything in my power to kill you.
You should, it's the climax.
You want to win too. Yeah.
All right, let's see. Charles.
11.
Charles got an 11. And Giza, I need to roll for Giza. Giza got, I'm sure that at least, let's say, 5 levels, or with dexterity 3. It's got to be at least a 9. Giza's got a 9. And Patrick. 10. Okay.
3.
And Jessica. Glenn, what'd you get? I think you're muted or something. What did Grimble get?
3.
Grimble got a 3. Okay.
I was the guy who had a 3, yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Let's take a look. Did Jessica get? Actually, oh dear.
I think he rolls offline. I'll get back to you. Glenn, let us know when you come back. Felan is able to act first. And the first thing he does is rush toward the obelisk. He closes the distance with ease. He touches the stone. And as soon as his hand rests against the black stone, the sky overhead changes abruptly. You watch from below as the sky fills with a massive, never-before-seen celestial body, the long-vanished moon of Lusal. It covers nearly a quarter of the sky above you in the early evening. You can see traces on its surface of ruined cities across its tarnished silvery face, and great chasms that tear the body apart. It is partially destroyed, hangs above the air, above you in the air. Arcs of lunar energy course down from the phantom moon into the obelisk and pass into Felan's body. He shudders, and his form begins to transform. It encases his body in a cocoon of power, and he grows in size, becoming nearly 4 times the size of a man. His body swells, the power of a sundered moon courses through him, and his bones burst from his flesh and reform into plates of protective mail inscribed with the many sigils of chaos. A third eye of luminous crimson then finally snaps open, breaking its lid and emerging from his forehead, causing runnels of blood to transform his face into a gore-streaked visage of terror. And Felan is gone.
No.
Well, I'm still gonna go over there and attack him.
So we won. So we won. Is that what you're saying?
Boy, wouldn't that be a twist? Just let him touch the stone and it blows him up.
Something else happens, but it doesn't happen yet. So this happens, and then he just like roars into the night air with his face up toward this giant moon up above you all. And I don't know that takes a turn. That was just him touching something.
Yeah, like sour
wait.
grapes because I'm the
I'm
player,
wrong.
but
Yeah, no. It actually takes the round. It actually takes 2 rounds, but there's something else going on that I'm gonna contract it. So, yeah. All right. That being said, you can see suddenly this crackling energy field around him, and that brings us to Glenn. Are you with us?
Yes.
What'd you get on your initiative?
16.
16. You're next.
Okay.
You have 1 snake. Your 2 snakes and your 2 skeletons died in the last session.
Oh no, not Jerry Barry. Dang it. Okay. See here. So we have the hyenas and then a phase 2 Felan, or whatever he is now.
Yeah.
There is also magician there.
Oh, and a magician. Okay. I'm gonna try binding one of these hyena bug things to our side.
All right.
And let me just double check save. I want to say, yeah, it's a save. I gotta fight against the caster.
Okay. What's the saving target?
It's will versus spell check DC. So
All right. I get a 17. Does that pass?
yeah, that beats me.
All right.
Burn the luck, burn the luck.
Do you have? Yeah, I'll say that you. Well, I think he's used all his luck to summon all these snake people.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can spell burn to increase a save. I could be wrong, but you can spell burn to increase the category if you want to do that. You also have your snake.
All right. Well, I'm going to save the spell burn for now. And I'm going to use the snake to attack one of the hyenas.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does not hit.
There we go.
All right. Do you have any other action dice?
No, I don't think I do.
All right. What were you saying, Tanner?
Isn't there supposed to be some scary music playing right now?
Yeah, there should be.
It is scary.
Yeah, you could reload the application. Sometimes that brings it up. All right, the next person able to go is Malusius. And let's see, he is going to...
Wait. Sorry, I rolled also 16.
I'm sorry, I heard you say 10, and I read back 10.
No, 16, man.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you can see it in the chat if you want to. I'm just...
No, it's okay. I believe you. All right, Patrick.
Yeah, so what Patrick is gonna try to paralyze that wizard, hopefully. Like, so he gonna cast the spell of paralyze on him.
All right.
Let me tell you what's the... Yeah. So what happens? Well, if I kind of... I have to roll fortitude save, otherwise I'm gonna be asleep. Yeah. Well, let me roll it first and see how it's gonna go. Like so, intelligence. That's 12 plus 4 plus 5. So it's 16. So it's 21. And now I need to roll the fortitude save. And I have to go more than 5. Yeah, that's not a problem. So yeah, so it's so it's 16. So it's 21. So on 21, just give me a second. Sorry. On 21. I can paralyze person 30 feet or whatever it is, I don't know. If the creature is 2 HD or less, it's automatically paralyzed. If it's 3 HD or more, it receives will save to resist. Yeah. So
What's the target number?
Oh, it doesn't say. Why? Wait.
Should be your spell save target number.
Yeah, probably. So I have 21.
21? 21.
Yeah.
He fails. So he's paralyzed. And to his surprise, he just he falls paralyzed.
He's 1d8 plus CL. What's CL? Sorry.
level.
Caster level for turns. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So, I'm 5, so it's 1d8 plus 5.
Let's see how long he's going to be catatonic on the floor.
Yeah. So, Patrick is gonna just, like, take the... not in the hell you're gonna ruin us, you fat bastard. Yeah, so it's supposed to be 1d... I have to roll myself, yeah, so 1d8 plus 5. And for that, he's gonna be paralyzed.
Yeah. If you know you're going to do a spell for the next round, just go ahead and do it all. Like, because you've got, like, tons of stuff to roll. 11 turns. Unless somebody... I think the spell... And you can get back with me on this. It might require concentration. So you might have to pass a save if somebody attacks you or something, I think. But you can let me know. But otherwise, he is paralyzed for 11 turns. And any other action dice for Patrick?
I think he's gonna be just, I don't think he has, no. That's it.
All right.
I mean, he can move, but where to, there's
right.
not much.
Because this is on your turn, something happens. As the chains on the coffin shatter and the casket bursts open, the ghostly form says a petition to Justicia. Justicia, aid me! It dissipates, and suddenly it pours into your body, and you hear a voice from the heavens. A bit of light in this enveloping darkness of this dark moon. It says, "The lady has heard, and she has appointed this moment of justice. Fight well, and you receive your blessing. And I've already changed your stats for you so that you have it all. This is..." Suddenly, Patrick transforms!
Oh no.
And, as the spirit pours into you, and it's all on this character sheet, so I duplicated your character sheet. It's all there. You get +6 to attack, damage, and AC, +20 hit points, +4 to fortitude. You don't have to write any of this down, it's all on your sheet. +5 to willpower against saves and magic, and a +2d6 to damage, +6 to damage. So you get your Spear of Law damage, +2d6 +6. And you grow 20 feet.
Where can I find the Hulk Patrick? Because like it doesn't.
No. Yeah, I know. Here, sorry. Let's do. Bam. What about now? Can you see it now? And
We got old man.
yeah, and you no longer feel the infirmity of age at all.
No, I'm just saying I didn't see those like numbers, man.
You might need to reload it. The character sheet is at the bottom of the folder that says meat.
Let me reload it, see
Sure.
if it's gonna be.
This finishes happening at the end of your turn.
Okay, cool.
All right. And Malvi, does he get a chance to roll again on his turn? The spell should specify that specifically if he does. Should say in the description that he gets a chance to save each turn or something. Otherwise, he does not.
Sorry, I still don't see it. Sorry.
Can anybody else see it?
I can see him as a buff wizard.
What's the name of the
meat?
spell?
No. He's looking for his stats in the character sheets.
I see Hydra. I see.
It's down at the bottom. It's below Little Grimble Bloodbeard. I can fix this.
It's not present.
Here, I can fix it. All right, what about now? It might take a second, or you might have to reload.
Yeah, no, I see it.
Nice.
But there is no numbers. What? I see fortitude wheel, but no like plus to strength or stuff.
Yeah, it's all listed. It's got 24 for AC, 24 hit points.
Okay, cool.
Spear of Law +7 to hit, 1d8 +2d6 +6. Everything else is the same.
Okay,
Other than
fine.
those. Yeah. All right. Yeah, and then actually, I'll get back to him. Let me know if he gets a chance to save based on the spell description. Charles.
Yeah. What's the distance, would you say, about here? Is this accurate? So it's like 12 feet, or is it more than that?
What do you want to do?
I'm going to try to run past the mandible dogs or whatever, and try to basically stab the caster who's laying on the ground.
Okay. I'll say that 2 of them get a chance to hit you, but you get a +4 to hit him as he's paralyzed.
Okay. Take your shot.
All right.
Oh,
Ooh, is that a 1? I think maybe. Yep, they fumbled.
his mandible falls off. All right, here's so he gets 2 attacks. The first attack is they're both the Spear of Law, so he's going to jab it right into his bloated torso.
All right.
And it's a 22 with 11 points of damage, and he definitely hits for the extra. So let's say, I don't know what you want to call it, but some other special effect, maybe. I'm just going to keep pounding on this dude. So, and then the second attack is that would be a +4, so does a 19 hit?
A 19 does hit. I'll make you. Did your deed go off?
Yeah, the deed did.
Any ideas about what you want to accomplish with it?
I don't know. I usually just want to do more damage at this point because he's pinning around. But
Sure.
whatever you think will frustrate him.
Yeah, roll your deed die of damage. Meanwhile,
it was 7.
what's
Yeah,
that?
anyway, and then the second attack hits. So
Okay.
he's pinned. Yeah, I'll just roll it right now. This is the damage.
All right. Describe your kill.
Okay. Yeah, all in it's 23 points of damage plus the deed. I mean, just basically, surgically just opened him up. Essentially, not to be too gory, but
No, be too gory, please.
okay. Well, it's as if he's on the. It's as if he's on the. The autopsy table, basically.
Yeah.
Split from stem to stern, and then all of the fetid, rotting, whatever it is, whatever goes for organs for this guy. I assume there's maggots and all sorts of stuff just pouring out of his torso. Charles has to cover his mouth without, before he starts to throw up.
All right. Let's see. Giza is gonna. Let's see. Try to fire a bow. I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Hits. Does. All right. 5 damage. And I think that he's only got 1 action die right now. 5. 30. Oops. All right. As you charge past, Charles, leap through the air and split this thing open. One of the you stun one of the demons, but he's able to get up and recover and keep charging. Giza lets loose an arrow and strikes the same demon. It howls into the air. It's the demon's turn to try to. Seeing that you have slain their summoner, they're going to just pile up on you and try to kill you. They have 1 action die, mercifully. And so, here we go. One of them fumbles.
Yep.
And, let's see. Does a 23 hit... 18,
No.
19.
19 years.
And let's see, I think none of those are crits. You said only one of those hits?
No, 2. The
2 of them hit.
19.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you take, let's see, 4 plus bleed. Two, 4, 4. And you're going to lose D6 hit points per round. D6
So total
per
damage
round.
8 at this point.
Yeah, well, let's see. It's 4 right now.
Oh,
And then, yeah, let's see. That will be, because we do that with fire, I'm going to roll a D6 as well. So total would be 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 for this round.
okay.
And,
The demon Icar is,
yeah.
biting me.
And then this one gets another fumble.
His other leg falls off.
8. Let's see. You smash your weapon against a solid, unyielding object. Maybe you're able to do that cool block thing with the spear and get it behind you.
For sure.
Mundane weapons are ruined as a result. And so I will say that, in fact, you slice its claws off.
Nice. That's what you get.
Baller.
It will have to figure out some other thing to do.
Okay, don't worry about it.
Grimble.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to try first, because my speed is absolutely horrendous as a Dwarfen Plate Mail. Mighty Deed of Arm Shield Bash. I'm going to see if I can slide down the slope, get 20 feet ahead, using my shield as a sled or surfboard to get
Okay.
over to
Okay,
the
like-
guy touching the stone.
To increase your speed. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Alright, first. So I'm gonna slide down on the shield, see if that works. That is a 10.
A 10, yeah, misses. Does the deed go off?
The D die was a 1.
Okay, so yeah, you go part of the way, but you don't make it.
Okay. So he was about 20 feet, so we'll say about this far?
However far your movement distance is.
10 feet.
Okay, that's how far you make it.
Alright, so that's one action. I would be able to get about this close to him with another move action.
I'll say that I think you have to, the move I don't think is the same as an action die. So,
Okay.
but I will say you can use your action die to do that.
Okay. And let's see here. This is about. Oh, let's see how far this is, because I might be able to pick it. Okay, it's a foot away. All right. I'm going to use my D14 Warhammer attack to smash at his hand and get him off the stone.
Didn't you use the action die to move though?
I used the shield bash and the action die to move. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's fair. Yeah. In that case, I've got Mr. 20 left. If it's too far to just slam into his hand, then I'm gonna do the Thor maneuver and hurl my Warhammer at his hand.
Okay. Wait, you have more than 2 action dice?
Yes, dwarves get
Ooh.
2 action dice at 5th level, and they get the shield bash as an extra action.
Oh. Okay, and you use the shield bash to...
Yes.
Okay.
I used 2 of these to move.
Yeah. I'm going to say the shield bash is not a move action. I'm going to say
Okay.
it can only be used as a shield bash. I do understand if the deed had went off, but
Yeah.
the deed did not go off. Okay, so let's see. So you close the distance to stand beneath this towering, hulking figure. It laughs, and it's Phelan's turn. Phelan, no, he's gonna. Yeah, he'll attack you. Yeah, I was thinking about him being like, nah, but yeah, he's gonna attack you. Yeah. Let's see.
Did you say
Phelan.
take a round for him to become the big guy?
Yeah, so this is that round. So he used the last round to change, just like Patrick. So next round, Patrick has this thing. Yeah. And so let's see. He's got 2 action dice, a D20 The other one I have to roll for. D14. All right. The second one obviously fails. The first one does a 16 plus... confused. 16. Okay. Does a 22 hit, or 24 hit. Might not. Does a 24 hit? Some people have some crazy ACs right now.
Hit 2.
Say again?
Hit who?
Does it hit Grimble?
You said 20... My AC is 19, sorry.
Okay, gotcha.
So he would ping me.
Alright. Alright. Let's see. 12 plus his deed. 12 plus 1, so that does not go off. 13 plus 2 is 14. So you take 14 damage as this huge, dark, two-handed sword slams down, and you probably use your shield. You probably like run as fast as you can to get here and hold the shield up, and this thing just like takes all the force as it slams down on you. You can feel your whole body ring from the force of this blow. But those are both of his action dice. And
shaken and his arm hurting quite a bit, Grimble's gonna snark back. Alright, goblins hit me that was harder than that.
Alright, and that makes it Jeffica's turn.
Alright, I went ahead and did it. I was invoking Patron while all of this was going on.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Summoning the power of Azidaka to destroy our mutual enemies. And at a 25, he has sent a tangled mass of slithering snakes that arrive in next turn, actually.
How many snakes? Just so I can...
It says snake swarm, so
okay.
what, like 100 snakes? Enough to cover a 30-foot by 30-foot radius.
Oh, God.
And they attack... Yeah. And they attack all enemies within that space.
All right.
I'm afraid now. I mean, I'm gonna need a fear check myself. That's crazy.
All right. I don't have a snake swarm token, so you just get a gigantic Jeffica token that's actually much larger. It basically consumes the entire area. So
you left that token in your other hat.
yeah. You know, I just didn't have the Jeffica snake swarm token ready today. I apologize.
All right. Now we got a room full of snakes.
How do I get rid of this thing? Oh my gosh. Now this thing is stuck. Here we go, maybe. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that happens next round. I'll be interested to see what happens with that. And it's Patrick's turn.
Wait. That's cool. Okay, Patrick.
Oh no.
Oh god.
He's gonna get like, he's gonna just let's dance, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm just imagining the ultimate warrior just running down a parapet and like shaking, I don't know, the obelisk because there's no ring.
I forgot to mention you get a warrior die. Like, you know, like a regular warrior with like the D die and stuff. So it's kind of like you're both things now, you know.
Yeah, well, he already like cast the spell. You know, it was 16.
Okay.
So he tries to pour first. Actually, I have two action dice. Yeah, one is D20 and one D14. So I just rolled D14, and he succeeded on paralyze. So the guy gets. Wait, just give me a second. So it's 16. What is it? Like 16 plus plus caster level, so it's 5. So 20. He needs to roll 21 to, no, 16 to save.
Is it fortitude?
And yes.
And he needs to roll what? Sorry.
He needs to roll fortitude more than 16.
More than 16?
Yeah.
Okay, he rolled a 7, and with a fortitude of plus 11, that's 18.
Oh, then he saves.
All right.
And there's no point. Yeah. So now, yeah, Patrick is gonna try to hit him with the spear of law. Well, it's gonna be tricky, and he's gonna like take that, you motherfucker, and hope he's gonna.
You have a D7 deed die right now, and you have to hit armor class 21.
Sure. I'm not sure he's gonna do it because like he has very, like not very good strength.
Like,
but
Well, I changed you have a plus 7 to attack though.
Yeah.
oh, plus 7.
And you roll a D7 on top of that.
It's like he took the entire case of Viagra and he's just like,
Yeah, Grimble's looking at all this. Is like,
Yeah. So
never knew you had it in ya.
yeah. So it's 16 plus 7, so it's 23.
23, and you roll a D7 because you might actually get your deed as well.
How much do I need to do for the deed die?
What is it, Ted?
it goes off 3 or more. It's 3 or more.
Oh, gosh, I didn't know that. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, because you
Alright.
start at a D4, so it's 3 and 4, and then it always stays at 3, and then you have, obviously, yeah.
Nope.
All right, so
Sorry.
you just got like a 27 to hit or whatever,
Yeah.
All right, you can roll for damage. I think all you have to do is click it, and it should do it for
Yeah.
you. Do 17 points of damage. This is a magic weapon as well. You crack into this thing, the energy field of this thing, piercing it, doing 17. And just for fun, I'm going to reveal it because of you. Well, I'll just say you don't seem to do that much damage to this thing. It laughs and turns to you, eager to eliminate both its old rival and these new pests that are in the way of its ascension. And
Yeah.
it is. Do you have any other dice? Melusius'
No, I'm done.
turn then. Okay, Melusius is dead, and so it's Charles's turn. Yeah.
So he's beset by these demon dogs still, or these?
Yeah,
these
yeah. He's surrounded by
whatever
4
you wanna call them?
demon hyenas.
You
Demon
know,
hyena.
He's gonna run towards the big bad, and so you get your whatever you want to do to him.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
knows the only way to. By the way, is this oversized enemy? Is his hand still on the obelisk? Or that guy could be dead now. So just.
His hand is not on the obelisk anymore. He's free of the obelisk, but the Lusal moon and the obelisk are pouring energy into him.
Yeah, so rather than attack him, I'm going to run full out at the obelisk itself. Do your damage. You might actually kill me.
I'll give you. I don't want to hide this. I don't want to bury the lead on this one. It's clear that his transformation is complete, and that he no longer needs the Lusal will.
Okay, then I'm going to try something different. I'm going to run up to the obelisk and put my hand on it.
Interesting. Yeah. All right.
Ooh.
Let's do
It's your
a.
attack.
Yeah. Let's do that. Okay. So 17 hits, 15 hits because of the attack bonuses. Well, let me make sure. 15 plus 20 hits. Yeah. 20 hits,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And one of them gets a nat 20. It is a
Yep.
demon.
Yep.
What's your crit die? Oh wait. Yeah. What is your crit die?
For a warrior, let me just 1 second. I'll just take a scroll through real fast. It is crit die at level 5 is 1d24, and it's table 5.
All right. I'm not going to use a d24, but I will use a 20. Infernal Weakening. You lose 1 point of one ability permanently. Roll a d5.
Ooh.
Just
And
pick it.
you roll a d5, yeah, to determine what point you lose. You lose 1 point of agility. And let's see, they also do damage.
Is there any way to use luck to avoid any of those hits, or to goose my AC, or no?
Not for AC, no, but you can use it for everything else, yeah.
Yeah.
And
do the damage, Ross. This could be bad.
all right, let's see here. I need to just put this down here so that I can see it. It's so crowded.
Oh, and don't forget I have the additional D6 from the prior round.
What the frick? Where is it? Here it is, D4. Okay, it's not that bad, but there's you will also gain the
5.
so 5, you gain 8, and then you gain a third, which makes it D. I'll actually do the math properly. It's actually technically it's 3D3, so that's what I will do. Okay. 3D3.
Roll low. Oof.
All right, so you take also another 7 damage.
Okay, I'm down to 4. And then did you do the trailing damage from the invites? Okay, so that's what the trailing damage was, those hits there. So I have 4 hit points in case anybody wants to send some love my way. And I'm going to stagger them, bloodied and beaten. And I'm going to throw myself, not just a hand, but I'm literally going to shimmy up it like a bear going after hunger.
Yeah.
So I'm basically I jump onto the obelisk and I start to shimmy my way up to the top.
So you invite yourself to the powers of chaos. So
I have thrown off all artifice, all defense. I've opened up my personality and every other attribute to this obelisk.
I will say that your weapon no longer responds to you, and you are now chaotic for what's
Maybe
about to
even
happen.
it burns my hand and forces me to drop it, perhaps.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
let's see what happens.
Grimble's just thinking here, why the fuck you drop the lawful lance?
You can, by the way, pick that up if you're lawful. You know, it's not really been.
Regrettably, he is a neutral dwarf.
I will say I think neutral people
You can
have
use
been
it as
using it.
neutral.
Yeah.
I've been using it as neutral.
Oh, okay.
I think it's just you can't use it as chaos.
Okay, well, what kind of stats does that lance have?
It's plus. I want to say it's +3.
Grimble, pick up the lance.
Yeah, it's +3 to hit, +3 on damage, and it does a 1d8.
And it does bonus damage to chaos.
Yeah,
I think that only happens if you are a lawful character. My recollection.
Oh,
I
yeah,
haven't
yeah,
been
yeah.
doing that. Yeah, I haven't been doing that because I think it could only be if I was actually lawful.
look,
So
understanding this sort of metagaming here, and given it has not really come up very much, has Grimble acted like a lawful dwarf the time he's been in this campaign?
That's
You know,
yeah. Okay.
I mean,
So
not that you're asking for a vote, but yeah.
yeah, this is my deal with the devil. Okay, Ted.
Don't you know that's what I'm here for? So let's go.
All right. Well, there's
Deal away.
the downside to this if you give yourself over to chaos is you can't come back. Like this will be the end of Charles probably. Okay, you can roll it.
Charles understands, and he's kind of skirted along the lines of chaos anyway. A little bit of selfishness and things of that nature. But this in and of itself is actually a selfless act.
Yeah, you can roll a D30 as you invite all of this energy into you.
Or Charles.
A 2.
A 2? Oh no,
Yeah.
that's not that good.
I know it's not.
Oh, that's bad. You wanted more of it.
It's a shitty deal. I want my money back.
chaos
So-
is never worth it.
So here's
It
my.
rained that day at Disney World. Damn it, come back.
It's like that episode of The Simpsons where the guy jumps into the radioactive sludge, like,
right.
and then
and he
they're-
thinks he's gonna become back a powerful. It's
Yeah.
like I'm all like, deformed.
So- all right, good news and bad news. The good news is that if you
no,
want
give me the
to,
bad news.
if you want to keep doing this, the good news is going to come first because the bad news is worse. If you want to keep doing this, basically you'll make a fortitude save to see something else is going to happen. So you go ahead and make a fortitude save, and then you're hanging on to this, and then I'll tell you the bad thing that happens.
Question: with a 2, could I spend all of my luck? adding to that?
I mean, yeah, you could pour your luck into this. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, sure. So bump it up. I'm at 0 luck now, and bump it up to 15.
Okay, 15. Yeah, you get this then. Go ahead and make the fortitude save.
You're back to 4.
You want to
11.
11.
Again,
Okay.
These are all mediocre. This is Charles the mediocre.
So you grow 10 feet, and you all of a sudden you all see him touch the obelisk, and this stuff like arc into him. Charles is screaming, and all of a sudden he just starts to mutate, and his bones crack, and you basically turn into like whatever that thing is of Zinch. Like you turn into a bird demon. Like you start to spout a beak, and I lost it. Lost the mutation. There it is. You sprout a beak, and your beak now does 3d3 damage. So far.
Okay.
It's going to have some other things over the next 2 turns.
All right, that's my turn.
Yep. Let's see. You're not going to lose that health anymore either. But some other stuff will happen. Okay, Giza sees all this in horror.
I'm counting on all of it being bad, but yes, please.
And kind of gets the hint of what you are doing, and he's going to run past. I think he's got 30 feet. He's only got 1 die, I'm pretty sure. And then strikes with a blade. It hits.
1 die's all we'll need.
Unfortunately, against Felan, this mortal blade only does 3 points of damage. And he realizes that he's just no match for Felan. And that brings us to the demons, who are going to flock to this giant demon. Actually, they're going to start attacking. Can I attack the swarm? Does it have an AC?
Yes, it does. It has 12 AC and 68 health.
Okay, they're going to do their best to try to put an end to that crazy stuff. 2 of them hit for, let's see. It does, let's see, 6 damage, and then it's going to lose 2d3 per turn. All right, and it'll also lose 2d3 on this, because we've been doing that with fire. Now, if anybody else has effects, we'll do that as well. So total, it loses 10 hit points in this turn, as these demons start to like swat at this stuff, these snakes everywhere, and try to kill them. And that brings us to Grimble.
Excellent. So, what action will be required to drop or stow away the hammer and pick up the lance?
You can just do that, yeah.
Okay. Well, Grimble, today's the day you finally become a dwarf. So, first things first. Shield bash to the enemy crotch.
All right.
I want him to deeply regret his eternity. Alright, that is a...
It does hit.
25 for 1 point of damage, but it's probably going to inflict a minus something to attack or concentrate or something. Ping!
All right, did the D die go off?
The D die was a 6 on a 1d7.
6. Yeah, and they go, wow, okay. Yeah, and what effect did you say again?
A penalty to attack, because he's in pain from the edge of my shield getting slammed into his waist.
I think that you can roll your D die for damage, if I'm not mistaken.
If you say so.
Am I crazy, Ted? Don't you?
Well, no, that craziness and being right on that question are totally mutually exclusive. I haven't been doing that, but it doesn't mean that you're not right.
Okay, I do think that it can raise the damage or add a damage die. If you're going to let me roll a d7 damage, then
I've been just using it for the special effects, essentially.
Yeah, that's what I heard earlier.
Okay. Well, we'll stick with
Ross,
that.
No, I'm not a master
stick to what now?
of the book.
Pick one.
It's okay. We'll since I already said it, we'll do it. We'll do that from now on. Yeah, you can roll a d7 for damage as well. I could have swore. but that is pretty powerful, so maybe I'm wrong.
3 damage.
All right, so you did a total of 4 damage.
Smack. Next, he is going to, with his lesser die, he is going to jam the Holy Lance into his left knee.
All right.
In the hopes of either crippling his leg or causing profound holy bleeding. And that's plus, along with my +1 to hit, that's +3 for the lance.
Yeah, +3 as well. Yeah, and it should be to damage as well, to hit and to damage.
Splendid.
So I think that was also missed last turn. So I'll add another 3.
15.
15 does not hit.
In that case, I'm gonna. You said his armor class was 21 or so, or 24.
21. Yep.
I'm gonna be burning 6 points of luck.
To hit, I'll say you can do that.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Excellent. The
Oh, hey,
die-
Alex, you're here.
Oh, hello, sorry. I seems we're right in the middle of the fight.
You're doing
Yeah.
pretty good, all things considered.
No, actually, it's perfect timing.
Sorry, go ahead and roll for damage. What'd you get for damage?
Alright.
So this should be strength plus the weapon is +3 plus the deed die plus your attack, and you have your attack bonus per level. There's a lot of stuff that I don't know what all it is, but it's on the chart. A lot of
7
stuff.
plus 4 plus what now?
Wait a second. No, the attack bonus is not added. It's just your strength, the weapon, and the deed die, because I said the deed die.
It is a demon, right? So it would do the damage to it, or is that?
Yeah,
was that
yeah.
a mistake? Okay. Excellent. So I am correct. Here we go. All right, that does 12 damage, and he's going to be taking, let's say, 3 or 4 each round from the bleed.
Oh, it's got a bleed feature?
That was my mighty deed. I rolled a 5 on the D7.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say it's a D3 per round.
That is fair. And then, so
You
now
can go ahead and
I've,
roll a D3 as well.
All right.
All right.
Oh, nice. 3
So-
this round, and then
This little dwarf is actually able to start just pummeling this thing on its legs and its knees and everything. It howls in anger and pain. Anything else?
yes, I've still got one more lovely attack.
Shield bash. Yeah.
No, I used the shield bash for the
Okay.
crotch.
Gotcha.
I like to go smaller die upward. So, let's just do, for one final attack, let's just jam this into his gut, and the mighty deed, if it goes off, will be extra damage. Because I want this guy to really sting for touching that rock. Uh, 19, I don't think... I'm gonna spend 2 more points of luck.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work.
Splendid. Alright. 8 plus 7 plus 4. 9 points of damage right to the gut.
All right. Yeah, you do 9 points of damage as well. You pummel this thing. This is a moment for dwarves. Let's see. It's Felan's turn. He sees that all this is going on. He knows that he doesn't have much of a chance yet with Justicia's champion. So instead, he's going to... Giza has moved up to try to join the fight so that you all could end Felan as quickly as possible. He laughs, and he's going to try to crush Giza, the softest target. I have let me make sure it is a D20. Oh gosh, you rolled a 2. That does not hit. I have a D14. He's going to cast a spell with a D14. D14. And let's see. So that does with the spell +5 is 15. That kind of sucks too. 15 is simply a single missile of D4 plus caster level, which is this is a 5th level adventure, so that's not that great. Man, my monsters are sucking. Good. He does 7 points of damage to Giza as his eye opens and this laser shoots out of his eye into Giza. And that's his turn. Let's see. That makes it Jeffica's turn.
All right, here we go. So the swarm of snakes are gonna attack everything that is within range,
Including allies?
except for allies. It says that they don't really target allies.
Okay.
Is
So-
Charles technically an ally anymore? I'm sorry, was I on mute? I meant to be sorry.
That's 20. Does 20 hit anything within the tangled mass of snakes?
You hit everything except Phelan.
All right. So everything except Phelan takes 5 points of damage from the swarm.
All right.
Plus, they also have to roll a fortitude check or be poisoned.
All right.
Which I believe it's just like a 12.
Okay.
Or
One
that-
of them fails. What is the effect of the poison?
It reduces their strength.
All right. I will make a note of that.
Okay. And then the giant snake is going to attack one of the hyena bugs. Does a 16 hit.
16 hits.
All right, and it does. Okay, 10 points of damage from the mega snake.
All right. Takes 10 points of damage. And then what about, let's see, Jeffica?
Yes, Jeffica herself, getting tired of standing by and casting spells, is going to join the fray and try and attack Phelan with her battle axe. And yeah, that's a miss, a 5.
All right. Let's see. Patrick.
Yeah, Patrick, yeah. You think you're gonna hurt me? You told us that we are flies? No, you are a fly. And he gonna cast paralyze again, and I already did all the casting and stuff. So he has to roll a save versus 22. He has to roll more than 22.
Oh, no. Okay. 10 plus, for what type of save is it? Sorry.
It's a will.
Will save plus 5 is 15. So he fails.
Yeah. So I'm rolling now 1d8 plus 5 for him to be paralyzed. And that's 12 rounds he's gonna be paralyzed.
He roars in anger and defiance.
Yeah.
So does he get a save based on the spell description?
Sorry?
Does he get a save in this description for the result? It'll say something like target gets save at end of turn or once per round or something like that.
Just give me a second, sorry about that.
That's all right. Nonetheless, we can keep going because that makes it Charles's turn, and this is complicated anyway.
No. Patrick is gonna hit again.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's right. My bad.
Yeah, Patrick has 2 moves, but
Yeah.
it's level 5. And then he takes like Spear of War and just
You get a plus 4 on top of the plus 7 at this point, you know, and you get your D die. So
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. And he just gonna take the spear and just gonna smash into him like, and see how it's gonna go. Okay. Oh, that goes poorly.
Oh no.
That's what Yeah, that's plus
Well,
4. No, it's 19.
Something's missing here. It's got a D20 and it only shows an 8. Oh, yeah. Some of the math is wrong. So I got on a D20. You got an 8, and then it added 7, which brings us to 15. And then on top of that, you got a plus 4, which is 19, and you roll a D7 on top of that.
No, it's counted the
No, I see it right here. It rolled a D20. I don't know why it did this. It rolled a D20 and you got an 8 on it, and then it added to the D20 a 7. That's all it did.
Yeah, but that's Yep. So it's to hit, plus 7 to hit, right? Mm-hmm. And plus 4.
Plus 4 plus another D7 on top of that.
But isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got a D die. Yeah, you can add it to your hit bonus. Am I
Oh,
crazy,
really? I
Ted?
didn't
You can
know
add
that.
your D die to. I said that earlier. That
20. It's 1d7 at that level. I think the plus 7, Eugene, is just your strength and all that stuff. Like your super.
So it's so yeah.
So you got a 19 plus 5 is a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like it's pretty much a guaranteed hit.
So it's
he's
so it's okay. So it's 19. So 24.
And then you'd roll your D die again for the damage and to see if you do a mighty deed.
Yeah, so it's going to be 1d8 plus 1d7 plus whatever your strength modifier is.
Yeah, I see the D8 plus the 2d6. I'll just make sure it's doing its. It looks like, and I apologize. I mean, I'm the one that put it in there, but it didn't get the plus 6 in there either. So it's missing plus 6. That's okay. We'll add it. A 3, does that go off? A 3? Does
I think it does.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So.
Yeah, 3 does for sure. 3.
So, let's see here. There's I'm looking. Here it is. 19. So it did 6 plus 7 is 12 plus 6 is 19. Oh, it did that actually. There it is. 19 plus 3 is 22, and then you can also do a mighty deed.
Well, I'm gonna like try to. Well, he's paralyzed, so I'm gonna try to what he holding an eye. I'm gonna hit him in the eye. Yeah, that's the thing.
You shatter the eye. You shatter its mystical eye, and it breaks and it bursts like a pimple. He's no longer able to cast spells.
Yeah, and Patrick, how do you feel that you chaos motherfucker?
He starts to scream as he realizes his plans are unraveling. Let's see, that makes it. You got anything else, Patrick? Any more dice?
No, that's it. That's
all right.
That's all.
Charles, it's your turn. Oh,
Yeah.
so did I say 3d3? Is that what I said?
You did.
Okay. Make another fortitude save to see what you're going to mutate twice.
Okay. You said fortitude, yes?
Yeah.
22?
All right, 22. Well, you can also submit to this mutation, so there's also that.
No, it depends. What do I feel like?
It's just going to make you grow body parts, and your beak's going to get bigger.
Oh, come on. I embrace,
right.
as I say, I embrace all of the chaos.
Roll a d30.
All your chaos are belong to me. That's a little better.
Nice.
21.
All right, you can take a lower result, but with your beak growing, I'll say that you now have 63 damage. This happens at the end of your turn, I forgot. So you start with 3d3, you can still use your deed die though, and your attack bonus.
Okay.
Yeah, and otherwise you can either grow a bigger beak, which is 3d3, or you can fly, you can grow a tail, that increases your agility, or a scorpion tail that does d4 plus poison.
Oh, gotta do the scorpion tail. What are you talking about? That's too cool.
All right.
Bring it.
Okay, that happens at the end of the round. Right now, you.
I understand.
Yeah.
He's shimmying. As I say, he was going to shimmy up the. Somebody said something about the Ultimate Warrior, so he's thinking about Coco Beware at this point. The Birdman.
Yeah.
So he's climbing up the obelisk to the top of it.
Yeah.
I assume is there a cap up there or anything of interest?
Yeah, there's
It's not
actually
his
the
primary mission.
ring itself. That's the arcane wheel. It sits at the top of the obelisk and surrounding
Okay.
it.
He's gonna. Can he pick that up and put it on like over his head onto his shoulders?
You could, if you destroy this or it gets destroyed, you are stuck on this planet. But
Well, that'd be pretty chaotic, wouldn't it? All right. Well, he's not here to screw over everybody. I'm gonna jump off. Charles is gonna jump off the obelisk down onto Felan, basically like off the top turnbuckle.
Okay.
And of Phelan's objects, what is there anything that like? Is it his helmet? Is it an amulet? Is there some
his
item
giant
of-
sword. His giant sword.
Okay, so that's what I'm gonna try to take out of his hands.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'll just jump down on him. I don't even know that he's paralyzed.
He,
I'm
he,
so
he
off
is
of it.
paralyzed, so you also have a +4 to hit.
Yeah,
with that.
I'm gonna beak him and all sorts of
Okay.
nasty stuff. I'm not sure what role you want.
So you got attack bonus, +4, deed die.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna roll a die and we'll add stuff to it. Does that sound
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's clean. 7 plus whatever else we should add to it. So I guess 7. I'm really just here to take his stuff though.
All right. 12 plus 4 is 16, plus your attack bonus, whatever that is.
I think it's per level, like, so it's whatever.
21. All right, you hit.
I'm not
All
really
right.
trying to do that much damage to him. I'm
Yeah,
really
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to like, rip
So-
the sword out of its hands, and just like trying to do the He-Man.
So does it? So yeah, on a 5, does your deed go off?
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, so you can roll 3d3 for damage, and you knock the giant sword out of his hand.
All right. There's 33.
All right.
4. I'll knock the sword out of his hand and then pick it up. Do I get any kind of vibe or feeling from it? Anything
Yeah, it's
that-
a super freaking evil sword. I think we have our new villain for the campaign.
Yeah.
You have a giant, nasty black sword as you like sprout, like you've turned into this bird thing with this beak,
Yep.
and now you've sprouted a scorpion tail, and you have this giant evil sword. Yeah.
And I'll do the hold it aloft in one hooked hand or whatever I've got malformed hand and shout, I have the power,
Yeah.
come at me, bro.
Yeah, all these arcs of like arcane energy are like shooting into you and stuff. You're 20 feet tall now, and you have the scorpion tail. Okay. Anything else? Do you have another die?
I feel like I've used up enough spotlight with all of this.
If you have another die, you can just roll it.
Rip and tear, man.
I'll go
Yeah, I
ahead
guess
and roll
I'll
for the
do.
demon. So I don't-
I'll swing the sword around and drive it into Phelan's chest. See what the sword does to him. Again, whatever advantages I get. So, anyway. That's it. That's probably enough. I'm gonna sit with my scorpion tail.
All right. So the mutants are attacking the snakes the best they can. The snakes take another 12 points of damage, plus I got a crit. Let's see, and my crit result on is not that great. A head strike doing another D10 damage. So altogether, 12 plus 6 is 18 damage the demons do to the snakes. One of them's claws is destroyed. Let's see. Grimble. Oh wait, no, sorry. I missed Giza. Giza, what do you do?
Definitely not him do that first.
Well, seeing that Phelan is still paralyzed from the powers of my allies, so I'm gonna take advantage of that, and I'm gonna try to do what Giza does. Gonna smirk at the terrible situation going on around us, and could try to bring an end to Felan at least. Slip a dagger in between the rivets of his armor.
All right. Yeah, you can take your backstab. And you got a nat 20.
Wow, okay.
So you got a crit.
Let's see. 1d24. And let's see, that is... Oh wait, what did I hit? A 6. Dazed by a ferocious attack. Apparently his speed and actions are reduced by half, but I think him being paralyzed is a bit worse than that.
All right.
So I just do
Insult to injury.
exactly 5 points of damage.
That is not enough. Interesting.
Oh no. That should be my entire turn.
Patrick, does he have a save on his turn? You said
Yeah, it says save will save versus spell check, so he needs to roll over the 22.
he fails. Okay. Grimble, I just went ahead and rolled it. But...
All right.
So you get everything, and you get a +4 to hit because he's
Another
paralyzed.
Okay,
Well,
excellent.
so you get attack bonus, strength, D die, and +4.
Alright, so just gonna copy paste this so I don't have to keep. Alright, so first things first, shield bash. 1d14 plus 1d7 plus 8. Okay, so +4 because paralyzed, +4 to hit and the magic item.
Yeah, it might be
D7.
better just to do what Ted did and just roll 2d20. Because, like, what if you get a nat 20? Like, we don't even have to worry about it, you know what I mean?
Alright. If you say so, 2d20 coming right up. Plus the... See, this is where I get kerfuffled here, because I feel like I'm begging for more. I assume that 2d20 plus 8 is acceptable.
I mean, let's just see what the 20s do, and then we'll
Okay.
go from there. Because they may just be, like, way over or way under. Like, the 16 obviously hits. The 4 is in question, right? So, like, 8 plus your level. I don't think it's possible for the 4 to hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the one hits. The first one.
Alright, excellent. Alright, so here comes, 1, 2,
And now you just want the damage not to be too bad.
yeah. Alright, here we go.
All right. Time to finish you off.
All right. Describe how you
That is-
kill him.
Oh crap, I do kill him. Alright, Grimble's like,
Well, I couldn't stop you from the rock, so allow me to correct that mistake.
First I slash off one of his legs, and then the other leg. I remove both of his arms for insult to injury, jam the holy spear into his gut and slowly raise it, and then, if he's still alive then, grab his neck and head, slam it against my own until it comes off.
So this
And then kick
this is what I
body.
think kind of all of what happens, okay? You do that, you're this dwarf, you have to climb up this thing like, what's that video game where you like climbed up
Shadow
on
of the
giant monsters?
Colossus?
Shadow of the Colossus. You climb up on this thing, you're striking it with a shield, it's tower, and then you just like, I'm hearing you say you're headbutting it until his head comes off, like with your dwarf head.
I remove... Yes, if you take
So-
anything away from removing limbs one by one, opening them up, and headbutting, then yes, just head smashing into him until he's gone.
So you just smash your dwarf head into his skull, like past his armor, until it just bends in on itself, and you see this. The eye is already destroyed, and you see one of his eyes just look at you in terror as you slam into it and burst the final eye, and then this thing starts to fall backwards.
If he's in terror in his last moments,
Welcome to the land of law.
Yeah. He starts to, so as you're on him, like he starts to fall backwards. He's like 30 feet tall, right? And as you slam your final strike into his face. A flood of gore is spilling out from the wounds as he falls backwards, and his massive feet skids on the blood-slicked gemstones of the wheel all around him. And with a moan, the Giant of Chaos falls. Make a reflex save, Grimble.
Right away.
Sorry, Ross, is he shouting from pain or not?
12.
Pain?
Yeah. Is he like, shouting like or crying from pain?
Yeah, I would say so, yeah. I mean, yeah, he's just like moaning and groaning and having his limbs torn off by a rabid, insane dwarf, yeah.
Yeah, and then Patrick is gonna, well, cry me a river, you bastard.
Grimble, roll 2d6 for damage as you plummet 20 feet and dodge as quickly as you can out of the way for what's about to happen next.
2d6.
Yeah.
Acceptable.
You slam, the air is knocked out of you as you slam into your armor onto the ground for 5 points of damage. Meanwhile, Felan staggers backwards and he actually slips his heavy booted feet on the blood gore soaked gems and slips and falls, impaling himself onto this moon glowing obelisk, spearing it or spearing himself on the very source of his transformation. And with a final shudder, finally, the Chaos Champion Felan remains still for the last time. And the portal into the lower planes is torn, and the demons disappear. The obelisk glow fades, and the torn moon vanishes from the sky. Let's see. It returns the heavens to their peaceful nocturnal state. Looking earthward, you see the now mortal form of Felan, all vestiges of his transformation gone. He is torn apart into two, his body and entrails on either side having been ripped apart by the obelisk itself at the base of the Black Spire.
Patrick deflating?
And here's my thing about Patrick. Yeah, you're gonna go back to you'll go back to your normal like human size, but you're still gonna have all this stuff until you're dead anyway. I mean, unless you don't want to.
No, I'm good. I like
So, Patrick, yeah, now you are both things. You're the warrior and wizard, both. And anyways, at this, a spirit appears near the coffin. Is that spirit is like fused with you now. You kind of have this other part to you, and you see the form of Uelis, and it says, "My friends, your bravery, your valor, it is awe-inspiring. I thank you for the blood that you've spilled, for your daring. You've earned the goodwill and respect of Justicia, but also of all of the gods. I'm proud to call you comrades. Our task is done. I go now to my long-delayed reward. I won't forget you and everything that you've done. I hope when your worldly toils are complete, you too can pass into the upper places, and we can meet again in a better place."
Yeah, no, but he's gonna say, well, no problem. It's just, like one day's work, for us.
Grimble will merely nod and lift up his spear in honor of his comrade going on to a higher plane.
Uelis looks up at the mutated bird, scorpion tail, 30-foot tall mutant Charles and says, "I'm sorry it had to come to this, my friend. after everything. And your mind and psyche is just torn with the desire for rending flesh, and you're just eager to start your plans to destroy everything now.
Yeah, yeah, no, I get it.
Probably fly off. Like now you have.
Oh no, yeah, totally. He'll rather than the one he'll give you guys a tip of the scorpion tail kind of to his head and be like, rather than in memory of good times and blood spilt and tears and bile and phlegm, I'll permit you all to live this time now, but if our paths cross again,
and Grimble will respond that it'll be an honor to face you in the field of battle down the line and rend you from this world, dear friend.
He tries to answer in English, but it's just like caw caw, and he slowly flies away like lumbering, kind of with the tail swishing, and kind of making them a little bit.
And Patrick gonna shout, Charles!
It's okay, old man. And then there's like a little bit of his humor still there, but slowly the shade of chaos is taking his personality.
Because Charles is his like best buddy from all of us.
Yeah.
Like, Charles, no.
Don't worry, Patrick. I pledge to kill you last.
As you raise your arms into the air, Patrick, you find that your massive trapezius and deltoids get in the way of trying to crowd him.
More creatine.
I'm gonna kind of.
Charles will I assume he flies away into some ether state or whatever.
Yeah. I'm going to kind of skip ahead, but of course, after the fact, you can say, I want to explore this, or I want to look at this thing or that thing, or the casket, has orichalcum and all kinds of stuff. You can tell me about it. But just for the sake of time, I want to make sure that we can kind of get to the next part. So using the chime, it's no problem at all for the survivors to make it back to the swamp. And from there, you were able to collect the Lusal Will itself, the arcane focus from the obelisk. And you now have a steering device for a crawl jammer that is working and operable. And you're able to return to the ship and repair the ship. And your crew, all your people. How many minions do you all have? Do you have a bunch or not many? You have at least a few.
3.
I have 3. 8.
You have 8?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. There should be a bunch. I don't know how many Euelis had. We were going to give those to you, Alex and Tanner, but we can kind of work it out. And then you have literal gangs, that you can, because I think we said you could bring people back with you and stuff.
Yeah, some of the street.
Regrettably, all I've got for minions are these apples, which I'm going to eat now.
Nice. You're able to organize the crew and bring the ship back after all this time back to the stars.
Oh man.
And let's see, what else? Each of you, with your battle and on the side of the eternal struggle to rebalance things, each of you gain +4 luck. And Ted, you can apply this to your future characters. So, do you have
the crew guys? I'm gonna go with the street thugs from the Vultures. So yeah, I'll do that.
All right. And for what's left, we'll just say that they're at level 6 for what's about to happen, because it's just gonna get weird real fast. So you'll see. So you take.
Sorry, Rob, did you say get weird? But yeah, no, keep going.
Yeah, things have been so normal, and I just feel like we need to shake it up.
Right.
So, you let's see. Your ship rises from the fetid swamp and takes to the skies, and you can see from the phlogiston bubble around you. Eventually, the blue skies of Aerith start to fade away, and you're once again surrounded by just the blackness of a star-filled night again. As it starts to accelerate, then you start to see all the strange colors as you're able to accelerate through the phlogiston. I guess this has to be Jeffica, to operate the arcane wheel, I don't think there's anybody left.
Yeah, I guess not.
Oh no, Patrick.
Oh,
the
Patrick,
muscle
yeah.
wizard. The muscle wizard. I mean,
Yeah,
you had already done it, right, Patrick?
Yeah, once, like I was trying to
What could go
He
wrong?
crashed.
yeah, I was trying to like make sure that it's not gonna smash into the earth. So
Yeah.
I did that. Yeah.
Okay.
once.
Yeah, so Patrick, the muscle wizard, you connect yourself back into this thing. You can, you know, and with the arcane wheel working and using the astrolabe, you're basically able to.
Right.
I'm not even going to do checks. You can navigate the stars now. Like, and you know, all right, here's Earth and here's the solar system, and you can see where all sorts of, you have data of stars because you took the star map and everything, like you said, and you know what's on other worlds, all the things that you could plunder and explore, and all the things that you could do. But as you start to accelerate into the bright night sky, with all of Earth and many worlds at your discretion, unfortunately, though the host of chaos has been thwarted, they are still gods. And even if they've lost, they do enjoy revenge. Even though their power has been muted for how long? A short period of time for them, but perhaps eons for you. The balance tilted towards law, and ancient gods long forgotten now once again rising in power as opposed to the host. They still have power. And if victory isn't possible, maybe at least vengeance. And Patrick, you see a strange blip appear on the sensor of the arcane wheel as you take again into the night. It's large and it's getting closer.
Patrick is gonna say, brace yourself, something is approaching!
Grimble will get his weapon out again, his shield.
Just another day in the office.
You see, for those that have survived thus far, perhaps, is it only Patrick now? Jeffica and Patrick. Something familiar. The devouring maw of a giant chaos dreadnought. It grows closer. The one that you saw before. And eventually, your ship is swallowed into its dark maw. Somewhere in this, just kind of like pan the camera. This is not something your characters would know. Somewhere else in the lower plains, in the roiling, insane madness of the plains of chaos, a conversation is happening. What appears to be a small boy is begging and screaming, and he says, Mother, it's not my fault. And you hear a female voice, which only one of you, well, you don't hear this, but if you were there, you would recognize it. Patrick would recognize this voice. A female voice says, Silence, my son. You have already failed. We are starved now. Only hatred remains for us. I give you, as a gift, a last gift, at least my hatred, child. And the voice returns, No, Mother, please! It was the puppets! It was the puppets' fault! Bad puppets, bad! And then the mother's like, I said silence. Return to rags. My daughter will see justice done. And then you hear, well, you don't hear, but in this other place in the plains, tearing noises of fabric and ripping, and also the screaming of pain across an infinity of torment, as even an ageless star child in horror is ripped apart across endless time. And then, as you're swallowed by this ship, the female voice in the lower plane says, Show them, my daughter. Show them how meaningless it all was. How the stars will one day darken and there's only suffering. that minds are only meant to be broken, and give them vengeance for no other reason than pleasure. And something somewhere you are still out in the stars as the chaos, the host of chaos, still has one last thing. They can't stop you now, they can't be victorious, but they can at least try to punish you. That's where we'll end today.